Alright, see you. I'm eating cake and all these things. See you. Ice cream and chocolate cake for birthday now. Make them no talk say I dey vex. Today calorie no go kill me. I don't fat before. Good evening, friends. Welcome to what's funny? Welcome to the G is Real Life podcast. Vicky, what's up? Don't eat alone. No, I know they shop alone now. You know me now. Now chop together, die together. They do. Thank you all for being here. My name is Toyinsola Ilori. On Facebook, I go by Ajoke Adeomo Ayinde. Today has been an extremely busy day for me. My Berry turned 16. She didn't want a party. She didn't want her friends to come to the house. So we went to church. We just got back from church a few minutes ago. And she's gone to lunch with her friends. So we're going to have a birthday dinner after she comes back with her friends in the evening. And like I said, she didn't want me to throw a party or anything for her. So she's going to... I'll tell you a little story about my girl. In those suffering days, I had bought this pound cake and a small tub of ice cream from Mr. Biggs. So we were in a room in K2 and we didn't have a refrigerator there because the room, there wasn't so much space. So my daughter was sleeping, the one that turned 16. She was sleeping when I came in with the thing. So we ate it, the dad, me, and the other two siblings. We didn't have a freezer to keep the ice cream for her till the following morning. So, but we woke her up, she didn't wake up. And then in the morning, as soon as my daughter opened her eyes, and then she saw this, the container, whatever it's called for ice cream. She just looked at it and was like, what's that? I said, ice cream. She said, where's my own? I said, if we left it, it would have melted. So we didn't leave it. We ate it. She cried like she's never cried in her life. And my daughter said, Mom, why did you not wake me up? Why did you not beat me? Why did you not hit me? And I wept that day. I wept because here was me. It wasn't something we did pretty often. It wasn't something we did that regularly. Yes, it was a delicacy, so to say, for us then. So anyway, to cut the long story short, she missed the ice cream because we didn't have a refrigerator to keep our portion overnight. And because of that, my little girl's birthday Sweet 16 gift is a trip to Nigeria to Mr. Biggs to eat that same ice cream. And that's been concluded. She said she didn't want a party, she didn't want anything. So she's going to come to Nigeria to eat just that ice cream, just to thank the Lord that we serve. At some point, we bought ice cream and we had to eat it all up. That little tub, it was some big bowl. Something just like a liter. But this time around, she's going to travel from the US to Nigeria to eat Mr. Biggs ice cream, just to give God the glory. Today is May 21st, year 2017. 16 years ago, I gave birth to one of the most intelligent girls on the face of the earth, my Berry. I thank God for her life. I thank God for everything that she stands for. And to everyone who's online, who's been here in and out to watch this, thank you so very much. Lara, Vicky, Binkwe, Abimbola Istanike, Tejo Sholalekan, Victoria Bamidele, Jansi, Eti, what's going on? Damilola, Oshukpa, Mr. Brito, Sister Motayo Abiola, thank you, Sister Me, for being here. Lance, I see you too. Kemi Ajefule, thank you for watching me. Marcus, Father Ray Johnson, Mokwelola Elushogmo, Princess Adiola, Ife Anyanwu, Auntie Ayola Lambo, Bositu Bosun, Uzoma Divine. I'm noticing your name for the first time, but sincerely, I thank you for being here. Like I said earlier on, my name is Toyinsola Ilori. On Facebook, I go by Ajoke Adeomo Ayinde. Something struck my mind that I would like to talk about today. You know, it's been like, I've been jumping all over the place because of this birthday thing. To church, from church to cake, to get cake, to do this. Happy Sunday, Adejoke. Happy Sunday, me, Manuel Majebi. Happy Sunday to you too. So it's like, I'm just trying to like settle down to find something to talk about. When I lost two brothers, Wole and Dapo. Dapo died in June of 2003. Dapo was married with 3 kids at the time of his demise. I recall one conversation that I had with some of my aunties. They came to me and they were, thank you very much, Damilola, thank you so very much. Oh, please forgive me for every soul that has thanked, wished my daughter a happy birthday, prayed for her, sent good wishes on Facebook. I am so grateful. Demi would have come online to say thank you to you all, but she went out, like I said, with her friends. They were running late and they had to practically dash out. My sincere apologies. She's not doing her full duty. But again, guys, see you. Abimbola, we thank you also for being here. She appreciated. In fact, she was reading all of those things and she was kind of cheering up. She said, "These are people that they don't even know me. Look at how they are excited and everything." And I said, "Well, they know you know me, you know. I mean, you see your pictures, and then I talk about my kids anyway." So I thank you all. She thanks you sincerely. We, as a family, me and the children, we appreciate every single like and every single comment. Wishing my daughter the very best of life and in life. Back to what I was talking about. When my brother died, some members of the family, especially from my mother's side, they came to me and said, Toyinsola, since your brother has birthday girl, what, sir? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Tutu, I see you too. Thank you also very much. They said, since Dapo has parents, shouldn't everything he has be kind of divided, apportioned, or whatever? I did a thank you. And I was like, wait a minute, what are you talking? You're saying that Dapo that has children and a wife, he had 3 kids then, and a wife, that are you saying that the family, my siblings, my aunties, my whatever, were planning indeed to take from all of that? Olabisi, I see you and thank you for watching me. That were they planning or thinking or hoping that they can take from that? Because that was a shock to me. We had lost my brother. My brother left 3 kids. A boy, 2 boys and a girl. And here was my family saying, some extended family, it wasn't like my immediate, not siblings or anything, but you know, those aunties that, well, since they have parents and that they feel that Nigerian Rights, thank you for also being here, that they feel that they should be part of that. God is my witness. Fumi Okodwa, thank you for being here. I just said, sister, well, I would not say that you all should not want to take of anything that has left. Here was a guy that died in an accident, unprepared. It wasn't like he knew he was going to die. It wasn't like he was even ill or anything. He was traveling from Ibadan to Lagos and he died in a car crash. And then you are coming up with this. Well, I didn't fight them like I probably should even have done. I just said, you know what? I don't have a problem with you want something. But anytime that wife comes to you and says, the school fees of any of these kids is due, you must contribute. If she comes to you and says, listen, we have to eat, you must contribute. Loluba Oni. If she says the kid is sick, she needs money for hospital, you must contribute. Because I do not understand how a man that has kids and a wife should, who's died without a will. I don't understand how the family, any member of the family whatsoever, I don't understand why on earth they should even be thinking to take anything from that. That was my brother's experience. Thank God I was the kind of person that I am. And I said, well, I'm not going to say don't do it. Go and do it. But anytime Victoria comes to you guys for anything for those 3 kids, you must contribute. And to the glory of God, nobody took a pin from my sister-in-law. I made sure nobody took a thing from her. Everything my brother left, she was allowed to take everything away because she had 3 kids for my brother. In my in-laws' place, where my father-in-law died, for 10 solid years, my ex-aunt-in-law collected some rents, sat on some things. There was even some parcels of land here and there because Alhaji was an quantity surveyor. Parcels of land here and there that she sat on and she sold till tomorrow. And for 10 solid years, there were some apartments that she took the money and nobody could do nothing. The kids could not do anything until it was the 10th anniversary of Alhaji. And they said, well, you know what, we are old enough to manage this thing. She claimed she was managing it for them, but obviously, of course, she wasn't managing anything. That money was just going into her pocket. And she did say in fact, there was a time that she was saying that even her friends said that she's stupid, that she had distributed Alhaji's things way too early. That was about a year after Alhaji's demise. Anyway, she held on to some things for 10 years, and that really, I was just reflecting on those stories recently, and it's occurred to me that most Nigerian people, you see, the issue of death no longer is telling anybody I'm coming, I'm going to die. Look at the average age of the people dying these days, 40s and 50s. People that, many of them even just dropped dead, heart attack. It's not like they were healed, they didn't have liver or any issues, no complications. All they had was just heart attack and then they just slumped and that was it. So death is not going to say to you, Donya, I'm coming next year, or I'm coming tomorrow, or I'm coming in 2 years' time. What does that say to us that we should do? We should be prepared. Whatever spiritual preparedness you all think you all should prepare for, please so do. If you are in what's the word now? If you are in a situation with anybody and you think you should make up, for the simple reason that you may not wake up tomorrow or the person may not wake up tomorrow, please so do. More importantly, because of your children, especially if you have young kids, do not, I'm speaking to men now at this point in time, I don't understand why you will leave your wife and go and make your sibling your anything, to be in care and in charge of your things. I never understand how you can have children and then you don't make a will to cover your children and your wife or wives, and then you pick some family members, or you even refuse to do that will. Even with all these small things I have a will. I have a will because if I slump tomorrow, everybody must know what's going to who. This is to implore people, male, female, write your will. Put something down. It may seem like some people will say, if I write my will and I let my wife know about that, oh, she's going to kill me. Now you tell me why your wife should kill you. There's absolutely no reason for any wife to kill anybody. People say they will. Why would any wife want to kill the spouse because of what? Why would you? Okay, even if you assume your wife is going to kill you, would you prefer that at your demise, you prefer a situation whereby your kids that have never suffered, the kids that drivers have driven to school, to now begin to hawk water, to begin to sell gala? Thank you, Wasiu Abiola. Would you prefer that situation? Because one thing I noticed about men, especially when they're in contention with the wives, is like the woman must not enjoy, taste, whatever of anything I have. How wrong can that be? How wrong can that be? As long as this woman has had kids for you. That is why the issue of paying child support, it really just pinches guys here. They see that child support they are paying to the woman has them feeding the woman. No, you're not feeding the woman. You're not in any way feeding that woman. Whatever you're paying is for your children. It's for the upkeep of your children. It's for your children to live a life that is I don't know why it's difficult to do that. Let me see. I shouldn't have that problem of sharing. Let me see. Whatever it is, maybe I'm set at friends only, and then in which case, after I'm done, I'll check, please. Now, the point I'm making is, if you think that any money you give to your children because they're in the care of their mother is feeding that woman, then it's a problem for even you. Now, would you prefer a situation that if you drop dead tomorrow, you prefer the situation that your girls will now begin to do runs? These are girls that okay, Dami can share for me. I don't know, look at your thing and check if it's with you. Would you prefer a situation that you will now I have friends that their daughters can't do runs. It's a fact. They can't do runs because they take care of those girls so well that they have no reason to do it. These are girls that travel like 2-3 times a year. These are girls that they get paid. I mean, the parents really take good care of them. They have no reason. They are dating their mates. Most of the time, why do people date all these people, runs and so on? It's because you can't afford and you want to also belong, so to say. Some are greedy, so some are self, whatever. You want to belong, and because of that, you look for that old man that has the money, and then you latch on and you are dating that kind of person. Many are like that. Of course, there are rich people that they're also doing these things, but you can actually eliminate it. And you can eliminate it by doing what? By, if you can't even empower your wife. I don't even understand why any woman would not want to be empowered. I don't understand why any woman would want to be a housewife. I have said this repeatedly. No matter what it is, you may put somebody in the shop. You may put somebody to run the thing. You have something, excuse me, going on for you. Have something you're doing for yourself by yourself. Don't rely completely on your husband doing how you do it. Don't. Okay, he gives you 1 million each month. He gives you 500,000. He gives you 500,000. That's good money, yes. But please imagine, at every point in time of my life, I have always imagined that my husband would drop dead. I'm not wishing him death now. Please get me clear. I'm not even being sarcastic. But because of the fact that I recognize that, it has always made me to want to do something. I have always wanted to, make sure that I have my hands on something. Every time I'm not working, I'm depressed. Every time I'm not able to go to work, I'm not happy. Why? Because I just had it at the back of my head that, let me assume this guy drops dead today. I have to be able to do what? Stand up, take it up from there, and begin to run. Which really was almost what happened. I mean, it wasn't like I was expecting that I was going to be divorced or have my marriage come to an end. It was something that came to me as a shock. It was abrupt. It wasn't planned. But you see, if I wasn't the kind of person that would do something, that was doing something, how would I have been able to cope now with 3 children? To the glory of God, I can say that our lives are even much better than it was prior. I work 7 days a week. I work because I know I have to work. I get child support quite all right, but I work 7 days a week. Now, you cannot sit back and say because you're a billionaire or whatever, do something. Find something to do with yourself. Let your hands, be busy. Be busy, because we don't want a situation whereby the man will drop dead. And I'm speaking to people especially from my side of the world. If it's here that your husband drops dead, no family will even get up. You are the wife, you are the wife. If you are the bona fide wife, if you are the one that is on the register or on anything, the legal wife, that's what you are. And you just get everything as of right. But let's look at back home. What's going on there? The rich man probably has put his uncle or his auntie or even his parents, every and anybody but next of kin but the wife. Some have worked in places that they are entitled to millions, but the wife can't even, because the wife is not what is on paper. Now imagine a situation, and unfortunately, it is not every family member that is like me. I stand bold to say that I did not let anybody take anything from my late brother's wife, that was wife. I said, if you do that, anytime this girl needs anything and she comes to you, you cannot say no to her, because you must give her. If you take a dime from that thing, you must give her. And because of that, nobody took anything from Victoria. And that gave me all the... Now, how many family members do that? Or will think like that? Or will say, okay, you know what? Let's touch this thing. Let's give everything to the woman. Oh, my husband has XY number of houses. Oh, sorry, my brother, my son, my whatever has. Let's give everything to the woman. Oh, well, she has. You see the woman as moving on to another man. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Because every time people say that thing, it hurts. It just worries me. And I say, have you placed your daughters in a situation? Now you have a girl, you give birth to a girl, you have a daughter, and then she loses her husband. Are you saying she does not deserve her husband's things? Are you saying she doesn't deserve to have another man? If she chooses to have, if she wants to have a man, why can't she have? Oh, she's taking all those things to some other man's place. Why would you think like that? You're not thinking about the children. You're not thinking about their future. You're not thinking about their education. You're not thinking that if you take all these things away from this woman and you throw her out, are kids that kids that were taken to school by drivers will suddenly not have to walk, will suddenly not have to start selling things. Kids that were never subjected to hardship will now suddenly begin to really suffer. Some go to do house helps, some just hit the runs. They just begin to do all these funny things. Why? Because the man was not thoughtful enough to have put this woman down as his next of kin. Or to have put her in the will such that if anything should happen to him, at least she would not suffer. Even if all you're saying, okay, I have 10 houses, give my wife 5, family can take 5. She won't live in more than one with her children. The other 4 she can let out and use to get money. Good to see you to Ayombi Ritosin. The other 5 she can use to get money and make money and keep her children good. Don't look at whatever man she's going to go to. You cannot say that she should not be with another man now. Would you say that to your own child? That if you let her take everything away, she's taking it to some other man. Why aren't you thinking about your family members' kids? Why aren't you thinking about your nieces and your nephews? Why aren't you thinking about their welfare and watching out for them rather than bothering your head or bothering your whatever with what the woman will do with her physical self after she has left, the husband has died? If anything else, most men, of course, when the wife, Mr. Shumefo, how are you doing? When the wife passes on, I have seen men who have done in a week now, but most women even will still wait 1 year. They say they are mourning, they are doing this, they are doing that. Let's not even go into that traditional thing they do with and for women when they get into that situation. I don't even, that's a whole topic on its own. But let's even look at the woman that is indeed just lost her husband, lost her spouse, very rich man. But unfortunately, the man had put all his siblings and all his family members as his next of kin, plucked them here and there. One cousin is heading that company, another company, cousin or nephew or whatever is heading that one. The wife is just been at home, well taken care of, no doubt. And then shit happens. And everybody just grabs and grabs. Nobody is thinking of that man's kids. Gentlemen, I am imploring you. I am saying this to you today. Please sit down and think about this. Don't look at, forget the woman. Don't think about her. I don't even know what the situation is between you and your women now, because most men will also say that if I let her know that she's going to be the one to take it, or she might kill me. Well, I don't understand why a woman would. I don't understand why spouses should even be thinking they would kill each other. I don't get it. Even if you think she's going, I mean, if you think your wife will kill you if she knows that her name is on your will, I would say you should divorce that woman before you die. If that's the way you feel. If you feel that I can't trust this woman enough, if I let her know she's going to get all these millions or hundreds of millions or billions, oh no, she's going to kill me. If you feel that way about her, I prefer a situation that you actually just divorce her and say, you know what, I want my life safe. Let us divorce. And then whatever you can give her, you want to give her, you give it to her. And then you also take care of your children. My concern is for the children. My concern is for the kids who knew plenty, who never suffered, who never went through hell. And suddenly, you slum, you die, and these kids begin to suffer like hell. They begin to really, kids that were eating chicken and now will now see mama and actually be jumping and thriving and be excited. Manage your lives in such a way that at your demise, your kids would not suffer. Now, talking about kids not suffering, I am not the kind of person that feels that your kids should, you should kill yourself. What do we do these days? If we want to be realistic, we overwork, we run around, we steal, we do all sorts of funny things to acquire wealth. Wealth for who? We say our children. That's not what I'm saying. Invest in their education. Have insurance policies, like we can have here. Do things for them in such a way that if you die, your child will at least be able to get that education through. If you educate your child abroad, do something that if anything should happen to you today, whatever number of years is left for him or her to finish the course, you have already taken care of. Do something in such a way that if you pass on, your house will not be taken over by your family members. They will put a roof over the head of your children. Your children and your wife will not be driven out of the house. Because why? You have died. And they say that everything now becomes theirs and they all turn everything around. You have to manage your life and your lives in such a way that at the end, if anything should happen suddenly, your kids would not suffer. Your kids will not be thrown out. Your kids will not become desolate. They will not become destitute. Your kids will not become prostitutes because they have no choice. It's okay if a woman wants to do wrongs. If anybody wants to do it, it's none of my business. But if they have to do it because they don't have a choice, I have a problem with that. If they have a child that has been taken care of completely, even some people do life insurance, Damilola, they do life insurance and they still put the names of their family members in the thing. And it's not your family, it's not your wife or your kids. Some still do it. Yes, mutual fund for children makes sense. Their education. Do something for your children. I'm not saying that's why I first said I'm not saying you should go and kill yourself and work and have hypertension and run yourself mad because you want to have all the money in the world so that your children can inherit money, so that they can inherit this or that. No, that's not what I am saying. I am saying do something such that if you die today, have we not seen kids that they lived in mansions, can't took them to work, they traveled all over the world anyhow, and the fathers died, and then they became what? They started selling pure water, and when they tell you their stories, you look at them and you wonder. Yes, of course we have stories like that, and because we have stories like that, I am saying to the men today, take care of your children before you die. Take care of their lives before you die. Take care of their situations before you die. So that when you die, I don't understand why any family member should really want to take anybody's anything. I didn't take it when my brother died. I did not let any member of my family take anything when my brother died, because I did not believe that we were the ones that we were supposed to take those things. He has kids. If he didn't have any kid and he was just a wife, I could say to her, you know what, he's got children too. But my brother had kids, and because he had kids, there was absolutely no way in this world that was going to let anybody go away with that. And I made sure that nobody did. Now you have children. You don't have a will. I wish you would. In your will, take care of your family members. No, I mean, nobody's saying you shouldn't take care of your family members. I'm not so stupid as to say, no, don't take care of your family members. Even those ones you don't like, take care of them. Because when you don't take care of them, if you die, there's so much problem. I believe in jazz. I know juju works. I know some people don't believe in it. If you leave everything to your children and they begin to wahala the children, that one has elephantiasis leg today. Tomorrow the head is like this side. Why? Because they say, okay, no, your father didn't leave anything for us. Let's see what you will do with the money. Take care of them. I'm not saying don't take care of them, but I am saying do not put them in charge such that your kids' lives get into a precarious situation after your demise. Plan your lives right. Plan your situation right. Plan your children's lives right. If you have given anybody education up to university or master's degree, you've done your bit. Of course, I'm not saying if you have a house and your kids cannot stay there. I'm not saying that. If you have 100 houses, why should any of your kids go to rent a house? You have for them. But you see, you have to plan these things in such a way that your family members are not the ones taking charge and control of these things if anything should happen. We have seen many situations that they did and the kids suffered. My concern is the children. My concern will always be the children. It's not even the woman. And again, like I said, do not think, okay, this woman, she's going to take all my money to another man, or she's going to be sleeping with somebody else. I think that is irrelevant. Your focal point should be your children. Your focal point should be your kids. Your focal point should be, you'll be thinking that even if you are not here again, how did my kids fare? How did they do well? How did they do this? That should be what you should be concerned about. And definitely not about who's spending what, or who's sleeping with your woman, or what man she's taking your money to. This is my message to us today. Of course, that's not to say that women can't have wills. There are very rich women now. Who says you can? In fact, the women's zone is so funny. If anything should happen to the women, most of the time, the woman's family, they come to the man and say, it is our daughters. You can't do that. They are married, they have kids. It is his business to manage. As long as he has not killed your child, as long as he has not... In fact, the bottom line, if you can make a will, make a will. But if you know that you cannot make a will, please do funds and things like that will take care of your children. But I am saying to you gentlemen today, forget what the woman will do when you're no longer there. Forget who she's going to sleep with when you're no longer there. If she likes, let her sleep with the whole world. As long as she's able to take care of your children, that should be what should concern you. That should be what should be in your head, and that should be what you should be worried about. After all, you are dead anyway. Why should it matter who she sleeps with? Why should it be anybody's business what she does with herself after you're dead? It shouldn't be anybody's business. It shouldn't even be your business. She's gone, you're gone, you're gone. So let the care of your children, let her be able to take care of your children be what should be your focal point. And how you do it? Let that be what you're worried about. Let that be what you should be worried about. And let that be what should be something that should really be at the top of your head, heart, everything, head situation when you are planning these things. The Lord will help us all. We will not die young, but please, we all see it happening. Most of the people that have died recently, how old are they? They're in their 40s to their 50s. 40s and 50s. The 70s, 80s are not dying. We have made noise about all our politicians. They have chosen not to die. We cannot kill them now. It is us, the small ones that are dying, that are popping up. So please, plan ahead. Plan because of your children. I don't subscribe to you make your family person the person that will be in charge, especially if you know this person will be one that's going to take over. Some family members are good. When you put them in charge, they do right, but most are not good. You have to study your family, you have to study your people, you have to study you know them. Because the important thing and the key thing is for you to be able to, when you are gone, take care of your children. Make sure your kids are well taken care of and that they do not suffer. If all you're able to do even after your demise is just to be able to, anytime, look, the truth of the matter is if anybody dies, most of the time, if anybody dies that I know of, you know what I say to them? I say, immediately, all the money, all the sorry, all the concern, all the ajo is in the next 3 months. Once that funeral is happened and the corpse has been put down, most won't even pick your calls again. So whatever it is you can take advantage of to be able to garner or get something now, go ahead and do it. And while you are at it, think well. Think to know what to do with it. Don't waste money. Don't put it on frivolities. I know a woman that the spouse died and people were contributing money for her. And guess what she was buying? Trinkets, gold, clothes, and things like that. I just laughed. You know, that was a time that we were putting, we were even contributing money for our apartment. Yeah, I was living in a small room, and then somebody was living in a 3-bedroom. I was buying gold. At that point, I said, you know what, I'm doing this again because there's absolutely no way in this world I'm going to be living in a 1-bedroom apartment, and somebody's living in a 3-bedroom, and I'm contributing money, and she's spending that money on frivolities. So even with the women, of course, nothing says you can't have your will. A lot of women are very rich, they're very comfortable. Think for your children, plan for your children, and may the Lord be with us. Oluwa Fisayo. Oh yeah, you said, why won't someone even want to have a will with all these stories of maltreatment of widows? Exactly. The family so maltreats. Honestly, I don't understand that, which was why I said, you see, most men will say if the wife knows that she's in the will, she will kill the. And I am saying, if you know your wife will kill you if she knows she's in your will, why don't you divorce that wife in your lifetime? Because if you feel your woman would kill you just because of material things, she has no business being your wife. That's the way I see that one. No. I may be wrong, but I don't think I'm too far from that. If for any reason you cannot trust the woman you live with or the man you live with, and you feel that, okay, if this woman knows that, yes, she's the one that is taking over all of these things, yes, she's going to kill me, I would advise that you divorce that kind of woman and at least take care of your children at that. You said every man and woman who has a child should have a will. That's what I think. But most, even when they have the will, the point is wrong. The point I'm making is, even when the men have the will this time around, they don't make their wives a force or a recipient or anything. They make their family members. And as soon as they die, the family members just take over everything, leaving the poor woman and her children. You know, usually, in fact, most women, when the spouse dies, you don't want to start grabbing things. You will be called names. You cannot do that. Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't make it public. That's probably why I have low. I didn't know. I'll make it public when I'm done. My apologies for that. When I'm done with this, I'll make it public. Onanuga Bashira to Luayemisi. You see, when the man or the family or whatever feels like, there's some men that they're very close to their family. I'm not saying don't be close to your family. Be close to your family. But my own is that, and then when you die, say, you must make provision for your children. Because at the end of the day, most family members don't remember those kids. They don't. By the time you even go the second or third time to your family members, they are like, what the hell? Or they begin to just treat you like a mother. So the least you can do is to make a will and let everybody know what they have. But if you're not even going to make a will, okay, imagine somebody that works with the ministry or works with some company, and then you go and put your family member's name there as your next of kin. If you die and they want to pay 120 million, they're not going to pay your wife. They're going to pay your sister that you have put her name there, or pay your brother that you have put his name there. They're not going to give this money to your wife. Why would you have children and not think of their future and think, okay, this person will be able to manage you better? Now, the one that would even pain you the most is, now imagine that brother is the next of kin, and then right after you, that brother also dies. You know that money is going to go to the brother's children because they are his own next of kin, and that money will not come to your own children because you are simply stupid. That's the word. You are watching me today. You are going to watch me later. Please, please, please. There are too many stories of women that their husbands died and they are just suffering in capital letters right now. That's why you have all those widows in all those funny places. People are putting money together for them to do this initiative or to do that initiative. Because maybe the man had just these 4 rooms. Family took over everything and drove her out. Maybe the man does not even have that. Maybe all the man got from wherever he was just 120. That the poor woman could have started to use to do gari jejeli. They take the money from her and then they chase her away. Like I said, my aunt-in-law took almost everything Alaji had. All the land Alaji had, she sold. And she took, there were some rents she took for 10 whole years. Before eventually those kids said, you know what, we are old enough, because our excuse then was that they were too young to manage and they will fight themselves. Because Alaji had 19 kids. It was at Alaji's 10th anniversary that they were able to eventually take those things away. Reluctantly, in Mama Yekola, she didn't even want to do it. Why? Why are we like that? Why? Why should we even, let us even say, let us look at ourselves as family members now. Why should I, as a family member, want to sit on my brother or my sister's anything when she has kids? Why should any sane person want to do that? You know why they do that? Because when the man was alive, he was their ATM. When that poor man was alive, he was their everything. All their load was like this on his head. All their children's school fees, all their everything. So immediately the man died, and unfortunately for them, he has put their name on the. He has their names on his whatever. They just sit on it. They are used to collecting from him. They don't care about the wife. They won't even believe the wife does not have anything. They will think the wife has hidden money somewhere or something. Some don't even care. From the same house that the woman is living with the man before, they throw the woman out with her children. That's not good. Let's be humane doing these things. But if we choose not to be humane, the least we can do is to have people that they are able to think through their lives and their future, even after their demise, and they're able to set things straight with themselves. I'll be back next week Sunday. I really have to run off. I'm going to open this to public. I don't know why I didn't do that. I just thank you all so much for being here. I hope somebody will take something from this. I hope the men will take something from this. I hope even the women will take something from this. I hope, as long as you have anything and you have a child, I hope you would know that you're supposed to do this. If you're listening to me, if your wife is beside you, you don't have to even tell her you're going to do it, but at least do it so that, for goodness sake, she will not indeed suffer when you move on. I pray that it is well with you, it is well with your children, it is well with everything that you leave. We don't know when we are going to die. We don't know. That's what we say in Yoruba land. You never can tell when it's going to happen. It's not even for people who are sick, know that, okay, yes, terminal ailments and so on. They have given them timeline. 2 years, 3 months, 6 months. How about the one that is healthy, that left the house in the morning and didn't come back in the evening? You can never tell. Please don't take a chance with these things. People are dying too often. And that's what actually got me thinking. And I said, well, many people may not have done it. And many families may not be like me, who said, no, you can't take my brother's thing. Victoria is on the face of the earth somewhere. She should be able to testify to this. Because I just refuse. I didn't let anybody do it. So my point is, let people learn to do right, especially our men. Any man who makes his family sole executors of his will, leaving his wife and children out of the mix, may likely remain hardbound. Exactly. His soul must be troubled, okay? His soul will be more than trouble, because it's the truth. They do it. You would think that educated people won't do it. They do it. Very rich people, they do it. Because they said the woman, the key thing, that was why I emphasized on whatever the woman will do after you are gone. Let her do now. Think only of your children. Or would you prefer that because you don't want the woman to give your money to another man when you have died, when you are gone, therefore your children must suffer? Haba. I don't think that whatever she does with her body after you have, you see, if it is proven that the woman poisoned you, sent assassins to you, killed you, you know what I would, when I say to such women, Koma kumo. You see, if anybody does that to the spouse, man, woman, because of material things, there is absolutely no way that on this same face of the earth, that person would not hear where before he or she would go. It is not possible, because whatsoever you sow, for good or for evil, you must reap shani. If you killed your spouse because indeed you feel that you have a man that is shacking you somewhere, or the man is doing all these love things, and your husband is rich, and you kill your husband because you are not, but I can assure that person, become born again more than that. Die in camp. Soak yourself in anointing from head to toe. it is a lie, you will suffer it. And the same thing goes for the man, in case if you killed your wife. So even in that case, honestly, I would not even fight anybody. I would just say, that's the key thing for me. Take care of the children. Take care of the children. Take care of the children. We don't want situations that after the demise or after things, then our kids now begin to, just go about like riffraffs and things like that. I pray that somebody is able to take something from this today. I hope that I've been a little bit cohesive, because I must confess my brain is all scattered and I'm doing shangri with this today. Thank you all so very much. I have to run off now. I'll be back next week, Sunday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Oluwa Fisayo, God bless you too. Kafaya, thank you so very much. Bankole Adeshino, you are coming. Okay, you are coming. You are coming at one point, Sha. God bless you all. God bless you all. My bere says thank you. I thank you on behalf of my bere. The siblings, thank you all on behalf of my bere. Wọn níyàn kú mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, iṣu ọmọ ajiná jẹ fún gbogbo wa, gbogbo abiyamọ, gbogbo òbí tó bá ń ṣe wàhálà, gbogbo obìnrin ọkùnrin tó ń ṣe wàhálà lórí ọmọ, definitely wọ́n á jèrè wọn tí ògo bá ti ń jẹ́ ti Ọlọ́run. Wọ́n á ní gbọ́mọ sin, á ní fọwọ́ ara wa sin ọmọ kankan, àrùn àpapọ̀ kò ní bá wa jà, á ní ṣàìsàn, gbogbo eré àwọn ọmọ wa ṣojú wa, ayọ̀ àwọn ọmọ wa ṣojú wa. Bó bá ṣe ń kàwé mọ̀wé tí wọ́n ń ṣe dáadáa, wọ́n á fẹ́ yàwó, eégún eléégún wọn ní bá wọn gbé, ẹni ẹlẹ́ni wọn ní bá wọn gbé. Ẹ máa fàdúrà ran àwọn ọmọ yín, kẹ́ máa fi àdúrà ti àwọn ọmọ yín láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn lálẹ́, pé àníṣe gbogbo bí wọ́n bá ṣe ń lọ tó bá ṣe ń bọ̀ kó máa bójú rere Ọlọ́run, kó máa bá àánú ọmọ èèyàn pàdé, kó má ṣìṣe, kó má ṣìrìn, kó má kẹ́gbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́. Àwọn ọmọ tó ń jalè wọn, ìbéèyàn ló bí wọn, ìbéèyàn ló ń jọ́ tán bí á ní ni wọ́n kí ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ kú oríire. Ìjọ tán bí àwọn tó jẹ́ àmúrọ̀bà wọn kí ìyá àti bàbá wọn kú oríire. Àwọn ọmọ tiwa ò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Bá ṣe ń làágùn lé wọn lórí, bá ṣe ń jìyà lé wọn lórí, bá tiẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe pákáleke tìyà lásán lé wọn lórí, á mọ wọn á yè wọn á yàn. Wọn ò ní kẹ́gbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́, wọn ò ní jalè, wọn ò ní bá wọn kó drugs, wọn ò ní fọ́kọ ọlọ́kọ, wọn ò ní fẹ́yàwó oníyàwó, ọkàn wọn á balẹ̀, ìwé wọn á ṣe é kà fún wọn, iṣẹ́ tí ò ní dìṣẹ́ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ á di tiwọn. Èyí tó bá máa jẹ́ entrepreneur, Ọlọ́run á lànà ayọ̀ fún wọn ní àṣẹ ọtí Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè. Gbogbo abiyamọ tó bá làágùn lórí ọmọ á jèrè ọmọ, gbogbo ọkùnrin tó bá làágùn lórí ọmọ á jèrè ọmọ. Èmi ò ní kó jẹ́ pábíyamọ nìkan ló máa jèrè ọmọ o, ọkùnrin tó bá làágùn lórí ọmọ náà kó náà jèrè ọmọ, kí iṣu ọmọ jiná jẹ fún gbogbo wa, kí ni wa dùn káyọ̀ wa kún. I'm excited and I'm saying this prayer today because of course it's my daughter's birthday and it's really exhilarating for me. I pray that indeed I have prayed for her. I know I will continue to pray for her. I know you all have prayed and you all are also praying for your children. Bí mo ṣe gbà fún gbogbo ọmọ mi pátá, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kó rí fún gbogbo ọmọ ẹni tó ń wò mí, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kó rí fún gbogbo ọmọ ẹni tó máa wò mí. Kí ni wa dùn káyọ̀ wa kún lórí ọmọ àní fojú sunkún o, ọkàn wa balẹ̀ o. You all have a wonderful week. I'll be back next week Sunday. Please, if you have anything whatsoever that you want me to talk about, I'm on Facebook at Ajoke Adeomo Ayinde. Please reach out to me. Let's discuss. Don't call me first. Send me a message first. And then if I see your message and we need to talk, then I'll let you know if you should call me. Because most of the time when people call me, especially people that are not, they're like strangers, just FB friends, they call me at the wrong times because they really don't know when to call me. I'm at work and I'm in the middle of things and they call and it's just so embarrassing. You know, Igbo is not like Nigeria that you can take your calls anytime. Please don't call me, do messages. God bless us all. Gentlemen, please take a cue. Think about everything I have spoken about today. Don't bother your head or worry yourself about what she's going to do with her body. Once you are gone, you are gone, you are gone. Don't worry. If she lies, let her turn your house to hotel. The important thing is that you have left something for your children. And then even while you are alive, parents should always emphasizing, because anybody that, the only thing I talk about, the only thing that really I'm thinking about all my life, my children. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ yàn, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ yàn, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ṣoríire, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ṣankú, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sick, nǹkan kò tí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe wọ́n ni kò dẹ̀ ní ṣe wọ́n tó gbogbo àǹjẹ́ kò tí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe wọ́n ni kò dẹ̀ ní ṣe wọ́n, because èmi mọ̀ pé mo lọ́lọ́ tó dẹ̀ bá mi tọ́ wọn. So that should be the focal point of any parent, man or woman or your kids should be your focal point. Not any man, not any woman. I have said and I'm saying it again. No man can take the place that take anything comes over my children. My children, they come first and first. I don't have second or third place for them. They are first and first, and they know it. I say it and everybody knows it. To the glory of God, I have tried. I have been able to do as much as I can. And I pray that God will continue to also sustain me and all of you. God bless you all. Let me continue with my ice cream and cake. I'll see you all next week, Sunday. Please share this. I'll change the setting to public. I didn't know I was on private, which is probably why we don't have too many people watching live. God bless you all. Bye bye. My love to your kids, your family. Gentlemen, please reflect on what I have talked about, and of course the women too. Share this, and if you know anybody that even has already done this with, let him know that, look, if you, the key thing is at your demise, would your family take care of your children? The probability is very, very slim. Sherowami is slim. So because we know it's not going to happen, and the probability of the mother still taking care better than the family is higher. So because of that, let the care of your children be your focal point, and what is in your head and what is in your heart when you do these things. God bless you all, and bye-bye.